DD214 Gaming podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Gaming is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now, because we have you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Episode 101. The boys are back. What's happening?
What's going on, boss? How you doing, man? What's been up to?
Morning.
Joe, how you doing, dude?
Trying to live life.
Are we succeeding or are we failing a little bit? How are you feeling today?
This weekend's been a little rough. It was the Mrs. birthday on Thursday, so pretty much Thursday through last night we've been
celebrating.
Yes. She got a little bit out there on Friday night. We went to the local bar / pool hall with a couple buddies because, first off, free pool Fridays. You can't pass that up.
It sounds like a classy joint, dude. You know what I mean?
And she's for her birthday, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let her have fun. I'm not gonna drink too much. I had maybe 12 beers. She had 4 shots of tequila and 12 beers.
Right.
To the point where, she was like walking up to people, how you doing, bruh? How you doing? Like just completely out there.
Happy drunk. She sounds like
to pull her off the fucking pool table a couple times because she kept trying to get up on the pool table and dance.
There you go. Dude, I would love to see Mrs. Squilini like freaking twerking on the fucking pool table, dude. Like for no fucking reason, dude. Like on a Tuesday night.
But so I mean, I'm not struggling. I know at least today she's not, because last night we didn't drink a whole shit ton. We the neighbors made chili. We went over there, had venison chili with them.
Mm-hmm.
Played drinking Uno. That's our new thing.
Ooh.
You mentioned that a couple weeks ago, did you not?
We go over there usually Saturday nights, play Uno or get tattoos and shit. So Uno now, when you buy a standard Uno deck, it comes with blank wild cards that you can like write your own rules on.
I'm remembering. Yeah, you mentioned this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so
what were some of your rules though? What were some of the rules that you guys made up?
So it's like there's like draw 4 cards and shotgun a beer.
Oh shit!
Draw 6 and finish the beer you're already drinking, type of thing.
Sure.
I think one of them's like draw 8 and take a shot.
Okay, I got
So,
range.
Just
I like that.
If you play a couple of games, you're gonna get hit with it.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, and that's the thing. Like last night, I think I got hit with 2 draw 4s and shotgun of beers, and that's it. Everybody else was getting fucking hammered around me, and I'm just sitting over here just drinking a fucking beer, and everybody else is getting smashed because the luck of the fucking deals, everybody else was getting hit with these fucking shotgun cards and shit. And I'm just over here like, fuck, I want to get drunk too.
Fucking A.
I haven't gotten drunk in a while.
It's actually, we've got into the point where we decided last night there wasn't enough of these cards in the deck. So we're going to go buy a couple more Uno decks just to get those blank wild cards to add some more in.
Sure.
Or when we've got bigger groups, because when it's me and the missus and the neighbor and his missus playing, and it's just the 4 of us, it's enough. But we also had the neighbor's girlfriend's aunt and her boyfriend were over also last night, so there were 6 of us playing, and there's only like 6 of these wild cards that you can just write in the deck.
Not exactly going to get through it as quickly, with that few
you're not going to get everybody fucked up properly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not going to happen right away. That's interesting. I like a good old card game.
So, I mean, it's going back to the old days, back when I was growing up, mom and dad, we would go to neighbors' houses. They'd play cards. All the kids would play video games or, play outside or some shit. And that's kind of what we're doing now. We're bringing that back. We're trying to.
What's old is new again. Is that basically? Yeah.
Well, it's like, when you look at like fashion and shit too, when you're looking at clothing for women, every 10 years, shit comes back in fashion. I mean, you go into a clothing store now and bell bottoms and these really florally hippy dippy fucking pants and shit are back in style again.
Back in style. Yeah, I've seen those. I own a couple of daughters, so yeah, like I get to see that
exactly.
Sometimes, yeah.
So I mean, I'm perfectly fine with a damn t-shirt and
I don't actually own my daughters. They're their own people. Okay, Jay believes in freedom. Everybody, calm down. I don't actually own my daughters. Thank you.
I love how you said that and then like had to quickly.
I was like, wait a minute, that probably sounded wrong, and I don't actually own my daughters, right? Like they're their own people. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Jay does not condone slavery of any sort.
Not at all. DD214 does not condone any of that stuff. I don't condone a lot of the stuff I saw in Afghanistan in regards to women. And
just women or goats also, because goats are a big thing over there too.
Yeah, camels and such. Yes.
But
I don't know.
But I mean, it's kind of just become our thing. Like Saturday nights, we go play cards or do cards or. So it's nice because it gets us all away from screens, except the ladies. They're always scrolling fucking Facebook or shit while it's in between their fucking turns and stuff. And me and him are always like, put your fucking phones down. We're hanging out.
Right.
So
I'm gonna have to look into that. Keep the phones up. John, what did you do this week?
So this week, actually it was a very busy week. We actively tried so hard to go to Topgolf this week, and we just could not make it. Just could not make it. Maybe this week, right? Maybe this week, But so this week I looked at a lot of DD214 Gaming stuff. I was looking at a lot of, we'll get to our reviews later, obviously. Watched a couple stuff, but once again, I'm still playing Red Dead Redemption. I'm continuing playing Red M.
How's Red Dead going for you?
It's actually going. It's fulfilling. It's actually fulfilling. You get the group that I'm in. We've came from the future, as we call it in RP sense. And the storyline that we're going with is that our time machines broke and are no longer going back to the future. So that is,
so you just accepted your fate that you were going to live in the Wild West and basically like have to like carve out a life for yourself.
Yep. And
because you're probably not making it Back to the Future. Is that basically
exactly?
Okay.
So you
So
know
that's-
I could dig it. That sounds fun.
You're Doc Browning it in a sense at the end of the third movie, where
and it's really cool.
He stays in the Wild West.
Exactly, and it's really cool because like
I saw that movie in the theater. Back to the Future 3.
Jesus Christ.
Saw it in the theater.
And it's cool because
Jay's old as shit, everybody. Jay's old as shit.
Interesting factoid: Back to the Future 2 and 3 were released 6 months apart from each other, and I saw
yes,
both.
They were.
I saw both of them in the theater. I remember watching both of them. So yeah,
that's it. That's cool. And it's cool because like we're in there and we were trying to figure out like, well, how do we tell our friends that we're not going back? So like, well, first off, GTA is gone from my PC. I don't have it anymore. It's completely gone.
Wiped
it. I have 100 more gigs on my PC. Okay, so so we've accepted our fate. Now we run our group. We run a blacksmith shop. We protect the city of Blackwater. We're now known as the Blackwater Boys. We're not a gang. We're just a group of guys that protect the city. They have a
word for that out here in Missouri. It's called kin. Like that's your kin.
Yep,
like,
we're kin.
You're kin. Like you don't necessarily have to be related to be kin. That's just like that's your boy, dude. That's your boys. Yeah, that's your family basically. Like that's
so, one of the guys bought a house, one of the guys got a business. I'm currently looking for a house, which is hard because there's not a lot of property, as you can imagine, and they're just not modding properties onto the map. Because so.
I wondered about that if when they mod these games, GTA and Red Dead, off of these Rockstar titles, how hard is it to create a house within a house that's already there, but it was a house in the game like you couldn't go into? How hard is that? Is that hard?
Some of them the ones that are actually in there, they find a way to open the doors for you to live them. But during my travels yesterday, I found a couple places that I thought were potential houses, but instead were nightmares. Like one of them was a camp full of dead bodies.
You don't want to live there, bro?
No. I'd
be going to the fucking servers, the people that run the servers, and be like, "Can you make the walls bleed up?" You remember that shit for Aqua Teen?
And you know what?
Remember when Danzig was on Aqua Teen? You remember that shit?
Yep.
Like,
and it's funny too because I'm sure that if you talk to them and you give them enough money, because that's what this whole thing runs on, donations. The whole thing is run on donations. So
eventually.
How you doing, Ben? Good evening. Hey, we're past the episode 100 mark. You're gonna get a DM from me this week.
Hey, Ben Davies.
So while enjoying, okay. So looking for a house, I found like Tesla's Electro House or something like that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I want to live there.
It's up in the forest. That's up in the forest. Mm-hmm.
I found that house. I want to live there. I wonder if I could live there. But then I found the Hobbit house, which is quite interesting. But location's pretty far, especially if I'm in Blackwater. Well, one of the most interesting thing that happens is that one of the conversations was you can actually, in the server, you could buy a fort. And
yes. And there's plenty of them in that game. There's now that you just said that, there's several on them. There's several on the map.
Well, you could actually place them into the server. And while we were in the mountains, we found an area that is just full of blizzard. It's just I think it's all the way in the mountains. You can't see shit. Floor is ice. We were like, we should put it here, but it turned out, when you're playing these role play servers, sustainment is a big word, is a big subject. Right? Can I sustain the fort? Because it's a moonshine job. You get to sell moonshine. Can I get enough people to do the job constantly? Is it going to take me away from the job that I like doing, being a blacksmith?
Right. Or taking care of Blackwater with the Blackwater boys.
Yeah, and we're taking care of Blackwater. You don't go into Blackwater. And we had an incident where the thing about this, I could actually be a character and play a storyline. And the storyline is I finally got shot in the face the other day.
Oh boy.
A gentleman came up to me, was talking shit, and boom, he shot me right in the face, and I wear an eye patch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you survive your wounds? Like,
yep. So the Red Dead RP is fulfilling. It's fun.
Fun.
I'm in Forbidden Trails RP. I love it. Everyone is a damn character. I've actually managed.
I can hear it in your voice. You're having fun. Like this sounds. You make it sound intriguing as fuck, because like I can hear the
grind
voice talking about it.
The grind, you could go,
but you're having fun. But you're having fun with the grind, John. It's not the grind that Jay bitches about fucking week in and week out, is it? Like
I think the funnest thing for me is panning for gold, like literally sitting there with a gold panning for gold, and then going. So there's a thing called the black water, the black market, where if you get 30 nuggets, you can melt it to bars. The bars sell for $50 a piece if you go to the black market. But every time you go to the black market, there's bandits waiting for you. So it always turns into a big shootout,
That sounds like a pain in the dick. Do sniper rifles exist in the Old West?
Oh yeah, I just won one yesterday. Good. Last night I won one.
You should start creeping on motherfuckers when you're going to the black market. Start ambushing.
Now the coolest thing, and for me, this will be the last thing I say about Red M, and then I have to say something funny about AI. I've managed to meet a lot of veterans from other countries.
Awesome. Bring them in.
Yeah,
bring them in. Spread that DD214 fucking gospel, dude. Like,
one guy I was speaking to was a Canadian lieutenant, and the first question I asked him, like, can you guys read maps?
You're funny. You know the Canadians were with us on D-Day, right? Like,
oh yeah.
They took fucking one of the beaches with us. Like,
yeah. He was, when I spoke to him, we got out of character for a little bit, and we were speaking. I was like, I run. In their terms, I have to say I work in the radio out east. So I'm like, yeah, I work on the radio out. It's 1898, so the radio kind of exists. Sure. So yeah, I work on the radio out east. And it's just like, okay. And then he was just like, I don't know, because like I don't want to talk about like the military stuff. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, no. We're about to get canceled. Like that's the type of podcast we are. He was like, oh.
Yeah, we do the fucking we do the fucking the whole, we're basically like, if we were a movie rating, I would say we're basically NC-17 or like no rating, because we will go from 0 to 100 real fucking quick.
Mm-hmm.
We've said it many times on the show. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. But we do explicitly have a warning at the beginning of the show for a fucking reason. The warning is fucking visible and audible. So for all the Mongoloids who aren't listening, or for all the Mongoloids who listen and don't fucking pay attention, there's a visual and a fucking audible warning. This show is not for kids. Like if your kid's sitting in the backseat right now listening to my voice, holy fucking shit, like change the channel. Okay? Because like the stuff that comes out of our mouths sometimes is not safe for work. It's not fucking good for kids. And we basically like we put it out there like up front, but that also allows us the freedom to talk about whatever the fuck we think we feel like talking about. And that's
because we are who we are.
That's exactly right. And so like it's not that we would necessarily get canceled or cancel ourselves. It's more like you've been fucking warned.
Yeah.
You've been warned. That's
unless you buy this podcast for a couple $1 million, and then we're out of here and we're going to live our lives in the beach.
Do whatever the fuck you want to with it. Freaking beat off on it. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Like
now the other thing this week that was really funny, on Twitch, the rise of AI TV shows are coming out.
Oh God.
As a couple weeks ago, I was talking about one called Nothing Forever, which is supposed to be a Seinfeld parody, which actually got banned for making crude comments. So it's now back, and they changed the main character, and everyone's pissed off about it. But something happened while I was watching Nothing Forever. While the AI was talking, it said, do I have a clip of it?
I was going to say, if you have a short clip, I'm interested and slightly scared.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, can I say that? Like interested and slightly scared?
I found it.
Yep. Oh boy.
Sounds about right.
Here we go. Jay's stomach is churning. The end is nigh.
This is going to speak for itself.
Oh God. Here we go.
Well, if we're talking about going insane, did you know that some people believe we're all living in a simulation? Like we're just characters in some super advanced video game.
Okay, Leo, now you're just being ridiculous.
Wait guys, hear me out. What if we are in a simulation? What if our lives are just someone else's entertainment?
Wow, Nick, way to ruin my day with an existential crisis. Thanks a lot.
So yeah, that's the clip. That's the clip. So the AI on this show has slightly become aware.
That's
that
kind of a
they
meta
are,
joke. Yeah, like that's a meta joke for the AI, basically. Like that it's a simulation, and that's even it makes it even fucking creepier to me, bro. Like I don't even know how to describe it. It makes it literally even creepier. By the way, for all the machines, before you guys take over everything, I do love you and I do respect you. Okay, this is not a respect thing. It's not about a lack of respect. I'm just scared. I'm scared for all of us because you're creepy and you're you.
And your lack
of humanity. It's a lack of humanity. That doesn't make it bad. It's just a lack of humanity.
Yep.
Like
That's Stranding. That Stranding said it best. In one of the chapters, character Mama says the one thing that these machines will never understand is death. They will never be able to understand human emotion because they don't
have
die.
yet to play Death Stranding.
Well,
amazing.
I mean, it's death, and the constant awareness and attempted avoidance of it. Avoidance of it, excuse me.
Yep.
And that's whether you fear death or don't fear death, humans know we know we are going to die. Someday, somewhere, somehow, our day comes.
Yep.
In some manner. A machine is not necessarily going to have that kind of a self-awareness. You know what I mean? Like that is like you have to be hyper fucking self-aware. You have to be hyper self-aware to even fucking Ronnie J, dude. Welcome to
Jesus Christ, Ronnie J.
Fucking love it, dude. We're gonna be fighting the machines. Fucking, John's gonna freaking go over to their side, like I'm gonna be scavenging for freaking food, like it's gonna suck, bro. It's gonna fucking suck. No, it's really not.
John's gonna become the new Borg Queen.
Oh, dude, that would be fucking hilarious. John is the Borg Queen. Like, yeah, and
are you assuming what my gender will be?
Wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if like the machines took over and then like they gave up like gender, like gender naming? So like because everything to them is just fucking human. You know what I mean? So like it would turn out that like the Republicans were fucking wrong all the time, anyways, right? Like fucking like like it's like
yeah. So how was your week, Jay?
Oh, it was okay. We really didn't do too much. We stuck pretty much to the program, like me and Nikki going to the gym. We really didn't do a lot. We went out a couple nights, but we didn't do a lot. There wasn't like a lot to it. It was just kind of like a more relaxed and like subdued week.
The thing that's really cool is that with her progress, it's great to see that there is that you guys are actively going out. We're
trying to keep things as close to what it was before her accident.
Absolutely,
and then maybe adding a few things here and there, and in doing so, hopefully, just kind of like keeping the spark going, in the metaphorical engine.
Yep,
you know what I mean. That's really the idea. We went out last night for a little bit, specifically to watch my Arizona Wildcats, the basketball team, the college basketball team, won the fucking Pac-12 championship last night against UCLA.
Nice.
Who was favored against them? Actually, UCLA was ranked number. Congratulations, Arizona Wildcats. Fucking A. Yeah. So, in the Pac-12 tournament, UCLA was ranked 1, Arizona was ranked 2. They've met. They met twice previously this year because they're both in the Pac-12, obviously.
Yep.
Arizona won 1 and UCLA won 1. So last night was kind of like, all right, it's the Pac-12 tournament. Arizona came out with the win. Congratulations to them. I look forward to seeing them in the March Madness, 64 team fucking tournament fucking shortly. So keep your eye on the Arizona Wildcats, ladies and gentlemen. They are projected to be a number 2 seed in that tournament in one of the four brackets. And as a 2 seed, they might be a fucking dark horse pick. So keep your eye on the fucking Arizona Wildcats. They played really well last night. They have a problem with fucking giving up fucking shitty steals though. I watched this and I was like, dude, I'm not even the biggest basketball fan, bro. And I was like, what the fuck was that, homie? Like you literally just fucking lost, like, and UCLA converted points. You know, it's like a football game. You know, like a pick six or some shit. You know what I mean? Like it's basically a football game. Like, and they had a couple of really bad, like one of their steals led directly to a fucking 3-pointer. And the game was neck and neck. I think there was like over 10. There was like over 10 lead changes in that game. So like the game was like that.
Shit.
The game was like that close. Neither team pulled away.
Those coaches were probably having a field day.
Yeah, like I guarantee you they're watching a lot of fucking tape this morning about fucking like ball handling and fucking like not giving up steals. Oh, and what the fuck happened in basketball, bro? Missing free throws. And this is like both teams. Me and Nikki have been watching some basketball lately. Yeah. Fucking, it's all the way up to the NBA. It's all the way up to the NBA. Like, you remember how like a free throw used to basically be a free throw because it was free points? That's why they call it a free throw.
It used to mean something.
Dude, I'm talking like 50%. Like the whole game is like 50%. Doesn't matter who's shooting. Nobody's like 8 for 8 anymore. You know what I mean? Like everybody like misses one, makes one, like fucking Shaq, dude. And I'm like, where in the fuck did fundamentals of basketball go? Because it used to be like a big deal if somebody missed one. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's a free fucking bucket, dude. Like, and motherfuckers just don't do fucking free throws like they used to. Like, I mean, just throwing that out there for basketball.
Yeah. So. Same shit was happened during the ACC championship last night, the Duke Virginia Tech game.
Yep. I saw part of that game.
You know, congrats to Duke, even though I'm a fucking UNC fan.
Congrats. Yeah.
Go Tar Heels, but
it's so easy, dude. Fuck Duke. It's so easy to hate Duke.
It's easy to hate Duke because they're a private school full of a bunch of fucking rich kids.
I hate. It's okay, Joe. It's okay. I hate white people too. So I get it. I get it. I fucking hate white people too, bro. Like,
you know, white people are bad when 2 white people hate white people.
White people are fucking nuts, dude. Let me do like where we live in Kansas City, like the part of the metro we live in Kansas City is called Independence, right? And it is fucking wild here, dude. Like it is fucking wild. Like when I say wild, I mean like, bro, like, like it's like. Maybe we'll do a fucking episode on that someday, or we'll do like a fucking.
I know all about independence, Jay. I know all about independence. Like my my senior lead at work, he lives in Independence also.
Dude, when you start your fucking Oregon Trail in Independence as a kid, and it leads you back to Independence as an adult, and you see what Independence is after say like I don't know 7 or 8 p.m. You know what I mean? It's really, it's not so much the daytime. The daytime you see some funky shit sometimes, but it really gets fucking fun at night. It really gets fun at night, and it's like, oh my fucking god! Did I literally just witness that? You know, it's like it's like living in a skit sometimes. I swear to God, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but basketball, especially like the tournaments last night. I mean, the Duke VT game, the games were all good.
Yeah.
Duke had a solid 10-point lead on Virginia Tech at all times, though.
Yeah, that I was going to say that game wasn't nearly as close as
Virginia Tech for being, higher ranked than Duke. Virginia Tech did not fucking show up.
No, they didn't.
The ACC championship every year is played 10 minutes from my fucking home.
Oh, dope! That's fucking cool.
So. The Greensboro Coliseum's, 10 minutes down the road. Actually, last May when the missus graduated with her bachelor's degree, that same Coliseum they play the championships in is where they did her graduation at.
Oh, awesome! That's really fucking cool.
But man, Virginia Tech did not fucking show up last night
the
number one.
Don't pick Virginia Tech in the fucking tournament, guys. Like I'm going to tell you right now, like they fucking ate shit hard yesterday. Like they fucking ate shit.
See, I'm such a diehard fucking UNC fan, such a diehard Tar Heels fan that I will pull for whatever team is playing against Duke.
You're like me in Arizona
no matter
State.
what.
I'm the same against Arizona State. I don't you have nothing to apologize for. Like
and last night it was so hard to pull for VT because they just were
not looking good.
Duke that fucking game.
Yeah,
they were not there.
Not looking good. I don't know how they got a fucking number 1 seed, dude.
It's so nice. It's so nice to talk about.
And the only reason
it's so nice to what, John?
Talk about sports on this podcast.
I mean, we've done it before. You know,
I know, but to be in depth, to be more in depth, you know.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And the only reason VT stayed so close, like no more than a 10-point lead, was because Virginia Tech at least was hitting fucking 3-pointers where Duke wasn't.
That was another thing I noticed last night. Arizona had a big problem with their 3-point game, and they need to go back to the drawing board because there was times in the game when they would get like a little behind by like 3 or 4 points, and they kept going for the fucking 3. And I was like, dude, we were beating them. We were beating UCLA.
Just bring it to the fucking basket.
We were beating them inside. Like the whole. I'm not a fuck. Like I said, I'm not a fucking. I'm not even a basketball guy, and I'm like, go inside. You guys are beating them inside. Stop fucking shooting threes and go straight to the bucket because you're beating them inside. And like
that's
but
see, that's the thing. Duke was beating VT, was beating Virginia Tech inside.
Right.
Virginia Tech had no inside fucking game, but they were hitting fucking 3-pointers.
That's
the only reason Virginia Tech stayed in that fucking game.
That's basketball, baby. I can't wait for this. Are you excited for the tournament? Are you excited for the tournament? Because I'm starting to get a little jacked for the tournament, dude. Like my dick's like my dick's.
I'm always excited for the fucking tournament. So
you can kind of feel it inside your pants, where you're just like, oh. Are you coming out, buddy? Are you coming out, buddy?
I mean,
it's March Madness.
I'm 100% more football than I am fucking basketball.
Oh God,
but during tournament season with even basketball, I'm watching the games. I'm invested.
Yes.
Invested, and we just finished up.
Joe's a degenerate gambler. Okay, bookies, fucking hit him up, dude, because he's gonna make you some money. All right.
We just finished up the Pac-12, the Big East, the fucking ACC. Mm-hmm. So now we're going into the March Madness bracket.
Yep, fucking bracket. What is it? Is today bracket Sunday? Is that today?
I believe so.
Is it? Yeah. So they're gonna have the brackets out today. There's going to be a couple of follow-up games probably this week, and then the tournament starts, I think, late next week or the week after.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. And then, other than that, John, I did have one thing, and I did want to put this out. I totally forgot to mention it to you, and I apologize. But for my week, so this week I decided to transfer my membership over to a VFW post closer to my house.
Oh,
okay. So the VFW that I was going to is a wonderful, wonderful place. Very, very modern, very progressive, yada, yada. But it was just too far away. Like it's a drive. And even here in the Kansas City Metro and with the highway system and everything else, it's still a fucking drive. And with my goddess Nikki and everything else, I just wasn't making it there enough. And and I like to be involved in stuff, and I like to be present. If I'm gonna be a member of an organization, I would like to be present. And it's hard to be present when it's 30 minutes away. You know what I mean? And you just don't have the time to be there on any kind of like a regular basis or anything. Anywho, so I transferred my membership, and yesterday I went to my first monthly meeting at my new VFW post. It's a lot smaller, but it's a lot cozier too. And the fine people that were there were very, very welcoming. I appreciated them, and it looks like it's going to be a good fit. And it also looks like, and this is kind of like the call to arms that I want to make and then throw out there to everybody, man. Like, I don't care if it's freaking the VFW. I don't care if it's American Legion. Join and support your local veterans organizations. Okay. These people go in front of Congress on our behalf every year, two dozen plus times a year on our behalf. Okay, I know our generation. I'm talking strictly about the post 9/11 GWAT baby generation. Okay, I know our generation grew up very jaded and very cynical. Our generation is not joining these posts. They're not joining these organizations. this post that I joined is like on the cusp of like freaking dying, literally due to like aging itself out.
Holy shit.
So I'm coming in as a GWAT vet. I know they have a couple of others, but we are not coming in the numbers that are going to be what you would call sustainable for like the a long future.
Sustainment's important.
I really challenge people. I know what all the arguments are, and the argument I always make back. I know why people dislike the VFW from our generation. My argument back is always, well, if we had fucking gotten in there 10 years ago, we would already be fucking in charge. You know what I mean? So now it's up to us as a generation of veterans to get the fuck in there.
That's right.
If you don't, the VFW and the American Legion, they operate under the same principles. Like they're democratically run organizations. If you don't like something at your local VFW, your local Legion, vote the shit out. You can we literally this was not during the meeting because I can't talk about, obviously, as a member, I can't talk about what we talked about during the meetings, right? But I can talk a little bit about some of the conversations I had with the old timers afterwards. We were literally discussing being allowed to smoke marijuana at the post.
No
right?
shit.
Yes.
Because of the new law, because of the new law change.
It's now legal in Missouri. Cannabis is legal in Missouri. And then this is one of those things where you have to get progressive. I've heard of VFWs putting on drag shows. I've heard of VFWs supporting the local fucking book night at their library. You know what I mean? Like our generation finds solutions to problems. Okay. We're the last portion of Generation X. We're fucking millennials. Okay. And we've got some fucking Generation Z, the oldest members of Generation Z trailing right behind us. We need to get into these fucking organizations and institutions and help them continue into the future, because they help us and they help us all as veterans. Okay. This is not I understand a lot of the arguments and a lot of VFWs have closed down. They've either aged out or they were in a little tiny town
and it's currently happening. It's still happening.
I just that post I joined, the onus is going to be on me and probably a couple of other people to fucking start recruiting a little bit. And that's, I've never been a salesman, but I can tell you one thing. As soon as I got out of the fucking Army, I was glad a couple of things were fucking there for me. Okay. And I don't mean the VFW. I'm talking about things like fucking disability benefits, fucking things like that. And the VFW, the American Legion, those organizations, institutions, they go on our behalf every fucking year. Since I've been to Kansas City, when I do therapy, basically, it's all free because I go through veteran-run organizations and they give it to me for free.
Yeah. Yep.
At the very most, sometimes I have to provide a copy of a DD214. That's it. As soon as I provide that copy, everybody's like, "Hey, come on in. Water's warm. Come on in. We got it for you." And 9 times out of 10, it's fucking free. And it's because of organizations like the Veterans of Foreign Wars, the American Legion. Okay. Support your local fucking
just do it.
Yeah. Seriously, get out there, guys. If you don't like how your local VFW in Podunk fucking Mississippi is run, get the fuck in there and change it. You might have to bring some homies in, because the homies bring the fucking voting power, or you might have to convince some of the old heads that your way is fucking better. Okay, why do we not have Xbox 360s and fucking PlayStations in every VFW right now?
Just do it.
Fucking massage chairs. Okay, a fucking drag show. Okay,
do it.
Fuck, internet karaoke. Fucking goddamn smoke weed and a weed and coffee bar. Sell edibles. Do something. Keep your VFW alive, people. Get the fuck out there.
Just do what I tell you.
My week was good, John. How was yours? Oh, wait.
This motherfucker just full fucking rage right into, yeah, my week was good. How about yours? Jesus Christ, if that wasn't a complete fucking 360 right there.
That's why John loves me. That's why John is stuck by my side, because every once in a while you get gold. Every once in a while.
That's clip worthy.
Clip that YouTube short for later.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah. Hey, we got Darla, my sister Darla, American Legion Post 21 is awesome food. Like that's the thing. Like it's really true. It really is true.
Oh yeah.
And it's not just the you know, we're not just appealing to the veteran side here. This is an appeal to the community. You know, we need to start. Dude, do you ever go out to have a couple of drinks and you look at the fucking tab at the end and you're like, I don't even have a fucking buzz right now. That's not going to happen at your fucking VFW.
Oh boy.
In 2023, dude, you're going to walk in with $20. You're going to walk out fucking like slightly stupid. Okay. Get a fucking Uber. Okay. Like, I mean, seriously, dude, like this, you want to, there's a million different ways to fucking cash the check. But the ultimate reality is it is on us. It is on our generation, and our generation is now the one to take over. Like Afghanistan, as soon as we pulled out of Afghanistan, GWAT was functionally over. Okay, like they're no longer giving out the National Defense Service ribbon, or excuse me, service medal. Excuse me, fucking NDSM. They're no longer giving it out for the kids that fucking graduate basic. So the kids are
CNN medal.
Yeah, kids are
CNN medal.
Kids are graduating basic, fucking slick as fuck now, dude. Like it's not. Like it's not like it was when we were in. Like it is. And so like it's on us to keep these organizations going. It's on us to fucking support them, and it's on our. It's going to be on our families.
Yeah,
it really is. It's on our families too to support us supporting them, because our families are going to need that support when we go down. Okay, if I got fucking burn, if I get burn pit cancer in 10 years, who the fuck's going to be there for me when I'm fucking like when my hair's falling out and I'm fucking like sucking in my last fucking breath? Who's going to be there for my fucking family? Because it ain't going to be fucking, you know, fucking neighbor Joe playing fucking that I drink and play Uno with. Sorry, Joe. You know what I mean? It's going to be my fucking family. It's going to be the fucking V. You know, it's going to be the VFW, the American Legion, like these people that like we've been around, and like, you know, it's going to be those organizations helping and like there when you need them. You know what I mean? So
right.
Get out there.
Where you were above.
What do we got next, John? What do we got
Where
next?
you were above one exposed to bird hits during in Afghanistan in 2019, you might be entitled to financial compensation. Dial 1-800-SUCK-A-DICK.
Yeah, dude.
And there you go. And there you go. So yeah, so now, so when we come back, we're gonna get into some spoilers.
Fucking A.
Join the Army today and be part of something bigger than yourself. You'll get to do important work, like filling out paperwork and scrubbing toilets. But hey, it's all part of the job. Whether you're working in an office or in the field, you'll be part of a team that is dedicated to serving their country and occasionally saving the world from aliens or supervillains. And who knows, you might just get to shoot a gun someday. Just make sure you aim for the target and not your own foot. So, if you're looking for a career that will challenge you and give you the chance to wear a snazzy uniform, join the Army today and become a part of a proud and occasionally wacky tradition.
Yep, there you go. Join the Army, guys.
What the fuck was those words? Was that AI generated?
What the voice?
No, the picture that was on there.
Oh yeah, that's Midjourney. That's Midjourney. Yeah, I was trying to go with like, you know, like the old school comic newspaper, the caricatures of the newspapers during the war and stuff. I wanted to go with something like that.
We should have just ripped off like Captain America from like the 1940s or something.
I'll do that next week. Shit.
Fuck Marvel, dude. Fuck Marvel and fuck Disney too, dude. Like seriously, you fucking cocksuckers. Yeah. Like I'm gonna rip you off. I'm gonna pirate your shit.
Well, thank God we're gonna be talking about HBO because we got some Last of Us stuff to talk about.
Be careful saying that, because remember what the Big D did to me.
What did the Big D? Wait, what?
Remember, he had to change his whole name.
The name change.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's fucking dude. Those pussy ass. Fuck you, Disney. You fucking pussy ass motherfuckers, dude. This is why. Like they literally give people reasons to fucking hate them, and it's like, and everybody's just gonna fucking laugh when they burn. You know what I mean? It's like you literally put the fuel to your own fire, like at your own feet. You know, by doing shit like that. Like you are so ass hurt over a fucking name. You know, that even fucking references something that you didn't even make. You just bought the rights to. Like Disney didn't make Star Wars. They never had anything to do with Star Wars. They just bought the property.
Well, see, and that's the thing. That's the thing.
Like,
if Lucas never sold the rights to that to Disney, I'd have never got that fucking C&D.
It's stupid. It's fucking.
But anyway,
we don't need to do J corporations right now.
Anyways, so we have some Last of Us talk. All right, this past episode, forgetful one.
It was not my favorite episode. Not gonna lie. Not my favorite episode.
Same here.
Go ahead. And we were wrong. It's the episode before the fucking season finale.
Yep, the episode before last.
That was for the episode before the season finale, dude. Like, not fucking impressed. This is like the first episode I was truly like, man, I think I was on my phone more of that episode than I fucking was like into the show.
Yeah.
Like,
so I mean, I kind of figured out the plot as soon as the girl asked David, like, "Oh, why isn't my father buried yet?" And he said the thing about the floor being cold, and I was just like, "They're eating these people." Like as soon right away, like you just fucking know.
If it ain't zombies, it's fucking cannibals. If it ain't
it took me a solid minute but then when they were getting ready to cook, and it clicked because they said they were low on food, but somehow they had this venison
that was really soft.
But they still hadn't drugged the deer back from when so it was like, oh fuck.
Jesus, John, are we done with the fucking squishies? Okay, thank you. Like,
oh fuck. We're eating dead people now? Is that what we're doing? What the hell? What?
Yeah. Yeah, it was, and then I'm like, oh, we've been here before. We've seen this movie before, you know.
I want to put it out there fucking very plainly, too. Like, cannibals don't fucking scare me any more than fucking zombies do. But it's very distasteful because at least a zombie doesn't exactly have control or know what it's doing. A cannibal is a fucking human being that fucking chooses to be a fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like on top of already probably being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I do understand. There are moments in survival where it might be a very for a short period of time. You might survive off of it, right? Like we have the Donner Party. You have that was it a Chilean soccer team that crashed in the Andes? They crashed in the Andes.
Yep.
And they like survived for a couple of weeks or whatever.
Yep.
Okay, you might have something like that, like very extreme circumstances, which some of these people are in. But if you have that many people and you're trying to take care of all of them, that means you need to fucking move. That's why people were nomadic that's why people were fucking nomadic back in the day. They had to follow the fucking food. You know what I mean? Like you don't just get stuck in one place and stay there and then fucking starve. That means you have to, if you're starving, that means you have to fucking move. And they're not moving their people, which means they're choosing to be pieces of shit, which is why cannibalism is very fucking distasteful to fucking Jay. Go ahead.
But see, here's the other thing to that. It wasn't like the whole group knew that they were eating other members of their group. It was the core, like, top, the leadership of the group knew, hey, we're chopping up fucking dead people and eating them,
which made them even bigger pieces of shit for fucking
doing
it unknowingly to their subjects, basically to the people who are depending on them. People are fucking. You're a fucking leader, bro, and you're feeding your people fucking poison. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
By the way, do you guys know why none of them had the shakes? You know how they say like you get the shakes when you eat like human flesh?
No.
It's a thing. It is actually
really.
Yeah. Do you know why they didn't have the shakes? Because they weren't eating their fucking brains. You'll get the shakes. You'll get the shakes if you consume human flesh, but it's usually the brain.
Interesting.
Makes
and then
somebody out there fact check me, but that's a fucking fact.
And then obviously progressively worse. You didn't realize that David's a fucking chomo. Joel's practically dying. We're not even going to get into what happened. If you guys saw the episode, you know what happened.
I do want to throw out how fucking Ellie just went total fucking ham on David.
Yeah.
Like fucked home dude up.
Which very satisfying for a lot of people.
This is like one of those moments when you're like watching your kids grow up and you're like, fuck, man, they're not a kid anymore. Like Ellie still looks young, but she's now, my baby girl grew up. She got her first kill. You know what I mean? Like, she went fucking off.
Now, Now, what's super interesting is that a lot of people, and I've been seeing this all over the place, how people are just like, "Oh, she deserves an Emmy just for that episode, whatever," right? And that'd
be a bad episode for her to get an Emmy off of.
You know what I mean? It's
like, because the episode wasn't very good.
But so many other people, like the rest of the cast, are saying, "Why just that episode?" When the whole time,
I would say that. Like, dude, the was, I don't remember if it was the last episode or 2 episodes ago when they went to the fucking arcade.
Oh yeah, the last one.
Like, dude, give her a fucking Emmy for that one. Give her an Emmy for that one. That was a good fucking, very emotional, very like poignant episode. Like, that would be a good one. Like that. This is probably the single first out of this entire series, first episode I was disappointed in. I was like generally like did not like the episode. Wasn't a fan of like the pacing. Regardless of whether or not I have a distaste for cannibalism, is really irrelevant. It's really like they just didn't really they didn't direct the episode was not directed the right way. It just wasn't. It was hard to watch. It was very hard to watch.
Again, forgetful. But you know what wasn't forgetful was this week's episode of The Mandalorian.
Fucking Mando, bro. Mando.
So the boy.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Are we allowed to say fucking Mando? Are we allowed to say that, Disney? You fucking Mickey Mouse fuck, dude. Like, fuck you, bitch.
So I wanna start off with a couple of my thoughts that are gonna start happening here. So first off, we're gonna talk about Grogu.
Let's talk about that.
They're actually putting more character development behind Grogu now.
They are.
He's getting more vocal. He's having more intimate scenes or emotions.
He's making himself known. He's making himself known.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of this season, the motherfucker's talking like fucking Yoda.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I don't know about this season, but it'll probably like season 3 easily.
I mean, he said Pelly's name.
Yeah, he started using words. Like,
exactly. He's gonna be talking by at least the last episode of this season, if not the first episode of the next season.
How about the fact that the member of Yoda's species fucking being raised by a Mandalorian? Like just that by itself. Like we always see Star Wars in this like Jedi versus Sith fucking power struggle, and it's like there's like Mandalorians somewhere here in the middle, and like they have their own thing, and now they're raising like their own fucking Yoda. You know what I mean? Like, and like that's like that's gonna be that's kind of like a powerful statement. Go ahead, Joe. I didn't mean to cut you off.
So I mean, between that and then when Mando got captured by
the Mythosaur.
Borg. No, it wasn't the Mythosaur.
Oh, the spider bot thing.
The spider bot fucking thing. That
little scary contraption. That little fucking scary contraption.
That's what I imagine when the machines take over. It's gonna fucking look like.
So I actually, I got some information
like,
on that bot too.
Home dude fucking drove his little pod out that fucking cave system real fucking quick to go get Bo-Katan. Like Mando said, "Go get Bo," and fucking Grogu was like,
Andy fucking made it. And he made it. That was the other thing. Like you talk about character development, he fucking made it. Like season 1, season 2, like he would not have made it. You know what I mean? Like he would not have made it at all. Like that's not he would not have been capable of fucking making it. You know what I mean? And that's like, what did you guys think about how like fucking we finally fucking saw the Darksaber, and like what did you think about how like fucking Mando was wielding it versus Bo-Katan when we saw Bo-Katan fucking grab that motherfucker?
So I have a lot to say about that too.
I
want to hear fucking nerds. I want to hear you fucking nerds. Like, let's hear it.
So Mando still hasn't accepted the Darksaber fully, which is why when he's wielding it,
what the fuck does that mean?
I'll get into some history after he's done.
Please do.
So pretty much
pretty brain damage. So
pretty much what's happening is Mando hasn't accepted that he is the rightful owner of the Darksaber. So the Darksaber feels like when he's trying to wield it, it feels like he's wielding a 2-ton, like he's trying to pretty much pick up a fucking elephant, which is why it's really sloppy. When he's trying to swing it and stuff, it seems like he's having...
Is it alive?
So
there's a history behind, yeah.
The Kyber crystal's kind of the crystal that gives the blade its color, and its power and stuff.
Right.
With lightsabers and the Darksaber in this case. As this motherfucker, yeah, the Kyber crystal. It's the main source of power for a lightsaber.
What's the difference between the Darksabers then? So like, what does it do? Why is it? How does it make it heavier? I don't understand. It was obvious watching the episode. It was obvious watching it, but it was like,
yeah, it's pretty much a living object in a sense. And you have to accept that you're supposed to wield it or it's going to feel heavy. It's going to feel like it's not right. You're not going to be able to wield it properly. Bo-Katan, however,
has held. She is a former owner.
Former owner. I was going to say she used to freaking. So, did she make off with it at the end? I don't remember seeing whether or not like
there's still
she didn't take it at the end.
He took it back.
I was wondering if she was going to take it and just freaking like reclaim it, basically. But
yeah, I got me a Darksaber right here.
By lore, she couldn't. By lore, she couldn't just take it back. She has to win it off of him in combat.
Yep.
But because he hasn't fully accepted it, it feels like a 2-ton piece of shit. So it's functionally worthless
for him.
Yes. Yeah. Until he accepts that he's the rightful owner of the Darksaber and he should wield it. It's not gonna.
I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that plot hole, but I did fucking really enjoy this.
Well, let me explain. I'll explain that. So the Darksaber was made by Pat Vizsla. Or was it Tar Vizsla? Mm-hmm. It was. I know it was a Vizsla. I
get it was one of the Vizslas.
So the Darksaber was meant to be a symbol of unity between the Mandalorian culture, because the whole Mandalore is not just one planet; it's 100 planets in one whole star system.
Right.
And so they are a warlike military species. You know, they so
like us, like Americans.
Yeah. So. Her obsession with it is that her family, and you can actually find this out through the stories of the Clone Wars.
The Darksaber.
Tar Vizsla. Pat Vizsla is the one that's in the show now, I think, right?
Okay.
They get so confusing because like the Vizslas are an integral part of the Darksaber mythology.
No, I'm loving listening to you guys fucking nerd out on this, like because I am honestly, I was like, what the fuck is this? They're just like making it harder for him because otherwise he would just fucking like run through everything like a ramrod, basically.
Yeah.
So before John goes full bore further on to his explanation, the Darksaber was created by Tar Vizsla, the first ever Mandalorian in the Jedi Order.
Okay.
Yeah. They once had
So he basically linked the Mandalorians with the Jedi by virtue of becoming a Jedi. From already having been a Mandalorian, basically.
Yeah. So it's it's not just a lightsaber. Think of it as like Excalibur to
it's
you know what I mean?
So the Darksaber was kept in the Jedi Temple after Vizsla's passing, but members of House Vizsla stole the saber in a conflict with the Jedi during the fall of the Old Republic.
They took their shit back. They're Mandalorians.
They felt that because that Darksaber was of Mandalorian culture and history and medals and all that stuff, it didn't belong there.
Yeah,
I would agree. I would actually like side with the fucking Mandalorians on this one because we saw with the fall of the Republic, the Jedi did not deserve to fucking hold anything at that point,
right?
If we kind of put it into comparison of other fictional lore. It's kind of like how dwarfs have their special metals and stuff, and they get contracted out to create weapons for other people.
Right.
But they felt that those weapons were just loaned to those other races and species.
If they come to collect, you give them back.
Yeah. So in this case, the Vizslas were like, hey, that weapon's actually fucking ours. The hilt was made out of Beskar.
That's right. It's Beskar steel, right?
It's Mandalorian forged. it's a fucking Mandalorian weapon.
That is correct. I would agree 110%, and it had no business in the hands of what's his dick that Mando fucking killed like last season. So
Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
He didn't kill Gideon.
Yeah, that was stupid too. I'm sorry. Yeah, I misspoke, but that was stupid too, leaving him alive. Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah,
what
great.
else?
Up.
What
So
else?
the Mythosaur's alive, which is so that
Is
monster.
Is that thing in the fucking depths of the goddamn the cave and all that?
Waters at the living waters of Mandalore. Yeah,
the cleansing waters of Lake Minnetonka. Charlie Murphy.
You know what I mean? Like fucking Mando had to fucking pull a Prince, dude, and go get cleansed in the fucking purifying waters. And like I knew, dude, was it just me, or like I was so not pleased with, like, I wanted that whole scene to just be him getting cleansed, and they could have fucking ended it, and it had to turn into like a fucking like little drama scene. And I was like, bro, that was like the best.
Yeah.
Like, it was military. It was very military.
Yeah.
It was very formal. It was very ceremonious. This dude is like redeeming himself in the cleansing waters of fucking Lake Minnetonka, you know, for the Mandalorians. And then a giant fucking monster pulls him at like hypersonic speed to the bottom because what's her name? Bo Jackson?
Bo-Katan.
Bo Jackson. So Bo Jackson has got a fucking jetpack on. Got a fucking jetpack on in the fucking water, diving straight to the bottom. And Mando was there like 30 seconds ago. And even though he just fucking fell like 10 seconds ago, and it's like, we really didn't need this at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And then it ended, and then it was credits, and I was like,
yeah. Now here's my question before we move on to you. I have to skip a segment, which is the Cops and Chris Hansen segment. I'm not going to make enough time, but we'll do that next week, or we'll do that this week. But the question I have for you guys about this episode, with them both going in the water, does that now make Bo-Katan baptized?
Same thought. I was like,
she went after him willingly.
What's the name of the fucking the blacksmith lady? What's the name of that lady?
Fuck.
Okay, that lady.
The forger. We call her the forger.
The forger. Okay, the forger. By her own fucking rules, Bo-Katan would now be fucking the armorer. Unless she chooses to fucking keep her fucking mask off. Go ahead, Joe.
Well,
go ahead.
So that's my thing. So Bo-Katan believes that the sect of Mandalorians that Mando's from, that Din associates with,
the Night Watch
radicals. The Night Watch are radicals.
Okay, but
Bo-Katan is one who is never going to always keep her helmet on.
But
so
here's my point. Here's my point, though. It's not necessarily for Bo-Katan. Like by the Night Watch's own rules, Bo-Katan would be cleansed, and that's like they would have to
only be cleansed if Bo-Katan keeps her helmet on.
Yeah,
it's not gonna fucking happen.
That's right.
She's gonna take that shit right off once that episode.
She's
once that next episode
and then
starts,
all of a sudden it completely whitewashes, clears out, cleanses off the cleansing that happened in a sense.
Right.
So it's really a mute point with Bo-Katan and that, because Bo-Katan believes that this whole not removing your helmet thing is bullshit.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of funny this is what I like about the Disney Star Wars universe, is that they are able to, even though they retconned a bunch of shit and it was not popular with a lot of the retconning that they did, with this specific show, and we have Pedro Pascal fucking carrying the weight of 2 entire streaming services on his fucking giant, massive fucking back, which I don't even know how he does it.
Pull that picture up.
I don't know how he does it, because he's got fucking 2 giant fucking balls he's wheeling around in a fucking wheelbarrow. But this dude's carrying 2 streaming services on his back, okay, with like 2 badass fucking shows. And actually, the Mandalorian, even for being in part of the Star Wars universe, is worth its fucking salt.
Yep.
It is fucking compelling as fuck. It's fun to watch. It's fucking. It has funny moments. It has fucking like emotional moments. There's action. There's drama. There's suspense. It's everything we've ever wanted in fucking Star Wars. It's everything we've ever wanted in Star Wars. You know what I mean? And that's. It was a good episode. I just did not like that they fucking. I did not like that they interrupted.
There it is.
Oh yeah, there he is. Look at his fucking massive ass. Look at him. Look at him. Just look at him. Look at him there, just carrying that shit. Just fucking carrying shit. Okay. And the only thing I just didn't like that they kind of disturbed his ceremony, because it was a ceremony. It was for him to get, because he still believes. He is still a believer in the creed.
Yeah.
You even saw it when she was talking and how passionate she was talking about the former glory of Mandalore. He literally just stopped and was like, "This is the way." And that reminds me of like when I listen to like the Infantryman's Creed, it's the same shit. Like just because I'm not in it anymore. When I hear the Creed, I'm just like, "Oh fuck yeah, bro! Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck yeah! Yo, we're gonna fucking do it! You want to put on a fucking big backpack and just walk for fucking like 10 miles and then shoot some guns and then we'll walk 10 miles back? Oh fuck yeah, bro!
Yeah,
fuck yeah, bro! You know?
Yeah, but great.
Yeah,
great episode. Great episode. How was you?
Fuck, dude. Oh my god. So okay, full disclosure here for those of you that may or may not be familiar with the TV show You. Full disclosure, I watched the first full season and probably like basically
I love you.
I basically watched the majority of the second season, but I basically started tuning out in the second season. Like by season 3, I was kind of like, my goddess Nikki, she watched it. She continued and she stayed the course. And so I would kind of just get updates from her, maybe sit down and watch like half an episode here, half an episode there, whatever. Okay, so they finally fucking released season 4. It's season 4 of this fucking shit, bro. God damn it, John, dude. Like this show jumped the fucking shark, bro. Like it's not, dude, it jumped the fucking shark, bro. Like it ain't the same. This is not season 1 of You where like it's compelling and fucking, it's like, dude, like the dude's getting away with shit. All of a sudden he's like this. They always played him as this like hyper smart, like mastermind with a fucking hint of fucking dumbassery because of his own mental illness, basically.
Yeah.
That would keep him like he had to be very careful, right? He's basically just they jumped the fucking shark. I was getting updates from Nikki. I sat down and watched like an episode and a half with her, like I don't know, like 3/4 of the way through the season, and I was like, "Oh my fucking god, no!" Like I'm not even touching.
Like
this.
You're done.
Dude, they are done. And spoilers, they're gonna do a season 5, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here, dude. It's not. If you have watched the TV show You, I will do my best not to fucking ruin it. Season 1 is actually probably what I would call like fairly compelling, and it dives fucking deep into some philosophical and intellectual waters, whilst also fucking being a fucking murder story. You know what I mean? And this guy, the main character is a fucking piece of shit. Like okay, like let me state in no uncertain terms.
Who's named is Joe, by the way.
Yeah, fucking Joe. Fucking Joe is a fucking giant piece of fucking shit. Okay. And like this, so like, no, but this guy is not a hero. He's the protagonist of the story, but he is in no way, shape, or form anything to be fucking like looked up to or emulated. Okay. Even for his intellect at times, right? Like not to be fucking, bargained with. Season 2 by itself was like kind of like hard to like. It was like, okay, maybe. Season 3 was like, dude, fuck no.
Yeah.
And then like season 4 was just like, the fuck are you guys even doing anymore? Like can I just see the fawns? Can I just see the fawns fucking literally jump sharks on the fucking skis? Because that's where the term jumping the shark came from, was so Happy Days. When the fawns jumped over sharks. Like this show jumped the shark, dude. Like I would rather see motherfucking goddamn it, What's his fucking name? What's the Fonz's name, man? Arthur
Henry
Fonzarelli?
Winkler.
Henry Winkler. I would rather see Henry Winkler on fucking water skis, okay, jumping over fucking sharks, than watch fucking season 4 of fucking You. John, on the fucking 10-inch scale, bro, it's been a while, man, but this is getting a fucking extremely flaccid, fucking limp, wet noodle, extra belly button, fucking 3 out of 10, dude. 3 out of 10. Dude, you can't even... We're not even penetrating at that point, bro.
God damn.
You might as well rub it like a clit, dude, because that's how fucking small it is. Okay?
Now, quick first thoughts of A Man in the High Castle.
I hate fascists, and that's fucking like I that's if you guys real quick, and I don't want to get too fucking crazy with it, but they're banning books in Florida, in certain school districts, in certain counties. Okay,
is Man in the High Castle one of them?
No, but
okay.
but they just started releasing the lists of the books that are banned, and a lot of the familiar faces are on there, dude. And I'm telling you guys right now, dude, like, if you have to ban books, if you have to fucking pass laws that take away freedoms instead of fucking preserving them, okay, it's called fascism.
Yeah.
Okay, like don't call it something it's fucking not. I don't give a fuck what you believe. Nobody cares what your fucking religion is. Nobody cares what where you came from, what the color of your skin is, what language you spoke first, if you came from another country. If you pass laws to take away freedoms instead of preserve them, it's fascist. If you have to ban books because you're scared that those books contain information that, like, whoever shouldn't see it, you're fascist. We don't do fucking fascism in the United States of America. I guess unless you live in Florida right now. Right? And, like, I fucking despise fascism. So the first episode was very fucking interesting to watch. A post World War II where the United States lost and fucking Japan's got the West Coast. Fucking Nazi Germany fucking has everything fucking up to the Rockies from the east. Yeah. And the Rocky Mountains are a fucking neutral zone. That is, like, very good first episode. I'll say it was compelling as fuck.
It's weird to talk about. Like,
it is. And dude, you've been going on about this show for like 2 fucking years, bro. And I'm like, I finally fucking sat down and watched an episode. I don't think my love Nikki is into it, but I will probably sit down when I have my own time and watch an episode here, like 1 or 2 or 3 at a time. I don't remember your final review, so, like, I'm probably not going to watch the podcasts to get your final review on it. But I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm curious. I have 4 seasons to catch up on, so I'm at the very beginning.
They go quick. I'll just give you some.
I hate fucking fascism. Did I mention that I hate fucking fascism?
Nope.
I hate fascism.
Yeah. Now let's talk about something that doesn't have anything to do with fascism. I have some quick regulations here for you.
Oh God, regulations of what? What we do?
Ridiculous military regulations from the United States and around the world.
Okay. All right.
So we'll start off with some of the American ones here.
Let's do it. I'm looking forward to this.
So, and this is not just opinionated. Like, these are things that, like, I was reading, like, what do people think are ridiculous regulations? One of the top ones I found is that in Army Regulation 670-1, which is a very famous one, it states that male soldiers cannot wear earrings, but female soldiers can wear up to 2. I think this conversation has been brought up many times, but in a sense,
actually, and they altered it before I ETS'd, before I got out. They altered it to where male soldiers could wear earrings off duty.
Yes.
Which I think I still agree with. Like, I'm in line with male soldiers not wearing earrings on duty, especially if you're in a combat MOS.
I agree.
If you're wearing studs, and when we put our fucking faces in the dirt, dude,
you should not.
You can't have your fucking. If I'm rubbing my fucking face in the ground and I've got fucking studs in, okay, you just, like, no. The answer is fucking no.
That's right.
Like, go ahead.
The next one is sailors in the U.S. Navy are not allowed to bring their own hair dryers onto ships because they pose a fire hazard. I
believe that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd go with the word ridiculous on these. Like I'm like there's usually a common sense reason for that. I know the hair dryers make shit easier for the ladies, a lot easier, especially especially when you're on a time hack. I get it, you know what I mean? But it's like I don't want to be on a ship in the middle of fucking nowhere ocean and have a fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'd just rather not. I'd rather not. Go ahead, John.
Yep. In the U.S. Marine Corps, male Marines are not allowed to wear their sleeves rolled up unless they are engaged in specific activities like physical training.
I like that they even do it in the first place.
Right?
Just saying.
The next one, U.S. Army Regulation 600-20 prohibits soldiers from engaging in any type of gambling while on duty, even if it's just playing cards for fun during their break time.
Yeah, we break that a lot, but that is
that one's constantly broken. That's definitely a ridiculous one.
That is because I've rarely ever saw anybody actually gambling, and when I did, it was in
same here. Yeah,
when I did, it was in Afghanistan. It was like if they were playing cards in the barracks or just fucking around, it was never for fucking money. The only time I saw it, fucking like dudes that fucking bet cigarettes or fucking whatever, like it was in Afghanistan. It was because everybody was that bored. Nobody was using their card playing skills or anything like that. It was literally because people got that bored, and they made it was to make it interesting. The gambling part came in to make it interesting. That was all it was. Go ahead.
We would gamble cans of fucking dip.
Yep.
Like pouches of chews, shit like that.
Yep.
When we were over in the fucking sandbox, because
and it was just to make it interesting because you get bored. You get
to make it interesting, and then also like when we were out in the field, on mission for a couple days and shit away from the fob. At nighttime, when we'd have our group pulling security, there'd be, we'd have a group of us playing fucking cards out in our fucking sand bunkers that we dug out.
Sure. Yes. All the yes.
Yep.
You're right, Bill. You're right.
Spot
on, mate. Spot on.
I got an interesting one here. The U.S. Navy prohibits sailors from wearing any type of perfume, cologne, or scented lotion while on duty because it can interfere with their ability to detect gas or leaks and other hazardous materials.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
100%. Like, I think these regulations, it's probably the list is probably more of like what civilians would find odd.
Yeah.
It's not for free for us. We're like, no, that makes sense.
I should have titled it differently.
Yeah, I was like, no, that totally makes sense. Fuck it.
Right.
The only one that didn't make sense was the gambling one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one I have.
Hey, Brandon Cleary, welcome. Good to see you.
Brandon, what up, my brother? The next ones. Service members may not carry an umbrella while on uniform, except in cases of extreme weather.
I hated that one, and that was fucking stupid. I now that one ridiculous. I was under the pall of that fucking piece of shit, and that one was fucking stupid. And
I feel like it should be something like if you're in uniform, you can only carry an umbrella of X color that meets these specifications, like fucking everything else.
It ain't fucking hard, bro. Like I do.
There's enough black umbrellas in the world.
So we
exactly.
We talk a lot about, me being an infantryman on this show. We don't always dive very deep into when I started my career in the Army as a mechanic. And when I was a mechanic, I was stationed at Fort fucking Leonard Wood, Missouri, in the goddamn heart of the fucking Ozarks, bro. And let me tell you, when it fucking rains there, it fucking rains. Okay, you fucking assholes in charge, it fucking rains. Like we would see storms like literally like come over our head and then like park and then like start dumping. And it's like when I'm leaving the motor pool. When I'm leaving the motor pool and I can't have a fucking umbrella, dude, like you're just fucking shitting on me more than fucking God just did by fucking dumping all that goddamn precipitation on my fucking face, bro.
I will say, I feel like that regulation is the reason why I still don't use an umbrella to this fucking day.
Dead ass. Like
I got so used to fucking just walking around in the fucking rain with no umbrella that
I'm telling you, my poor kids. Did you check the message real quick on Facebook? John has a request for you. My poor kids, dude. Like we live in Kansas City now. Obviously, it still rains here. I forget that my kids might need an umbrella some days. You know what I mean? Because I don't even think about it. I'm just like, go walk to school, because we live right behind a freaking school. It's like, go walk to school, and they don't have an umbrella. They just walk in the snow and the rain, and I don't even freaking I don't even think about it. I don't think, because I never carried them. It didn't matter what the weather was. Like, I never carried an umbrella the entire time. I don't even think I own a personal umbrella to this day. Like, that's like how bad it is. Like, I don't even own an umbrella right now. And that's ridiculous. Yeah. It's ridiculous that it got that far buried in my brain that umbrellas are bad, and you have to suffer. You have to suffer,
exactly.
Jay. You have to suffer. You have to suffer every day. You have to suffer. So yeah.
I mean, and it really is. It's that bad. Like, Amy, she's always got her umbrella, and she'll be like, "Why don't you get under the umbrella with me when it's raining?" And I'm just fucking walking.
Because I'm supposed to suffer. I have to live in the ninth circle of hell, because there's enemies out there, and every day I have to fight my enemies. And if my enemy is suffering, I have to suffer, because I have to suffer more than him so that I can be tougher than him, so that I can kill him. I mean, when we meet on the battlefield, I can kill him because I suffered more. That's right? John, we can't see you, by the way.
Yeah, where's your camera?
I hear you, but guys, I'm not seeing you.
I'm having major difficulties right now. I fucking hit my mouse. I hit my mouse. I'm in a whole nother place, but
Joe, we need some fucking sound effects and some goddamn captions.
No, I still
fuck with John. Fuck with him. Fuck with him.
I still got the sounds. I think we're good. But anyways,
fuck with him. Fuck with him, Joe.
The next,
we still can't see you. Go ahead. What's next?
No, that's fine. Don't look. Just don't look. The problem is, because I pressed this fucking button, it fucked me up. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna be real quick with this, okay?
John's pressing buttons again.
I'm in the upside down.
It happens.
It's because this goddamn mouse, it has a button on the side. All right. Anyways, let's finish this up. Oh shit. In the British Army, soldiers are not allowed to eat food while walking, as it is seen as a sign of disrespect. We can't do that here either.
Yeah, same with cigarettes and talking on the phone.
Yep. In the Israeli Defense Force, soldiers are not allowed to wear perfume or cologne, as it can attract unwanted attention.
No shit.
Different strokes for different folks, but they fight a different. Oh, by the way, there's fucking like giant protests in Israel right now. Did you know that?
Yes, there is.
Oh boy, look it up, kids. Look it up.
This was going to be Jay's favorite.
Oh God.
In the Russian army, soldiers are not allowed to use mobile phones while on duty, as it is a security risk.
Boy, they didn't fucking listen to that one this whole last year, did they?
Yep.
Oh boy, keep using your fucking phones, Ruskies. All right.
Yep.
We're coming for you, Ivan. We're coming for you.
We're almost done. In the South Korean army, soldiers are not allowed to use umbrellas while on uniform, as it is seen as a sign of weakness.
Boom. What did I just fucking say?
Yep.
That old army fucking mentality. That's fucking old army mentality. Dude.
You ready for this one?
Go ahead.
In the Chinese People's Liberation Army, soldiers are not allowed to have tattoos or piercings, as it is seen as a sign of rebelliousness.
Nobody gives a fuck about the Chinese army, dude. Fuck them. Period.
Yep.
Fuck you, China. Fuck you, Xi. Fucking Winnie the Pooh looking motherfucker.
In the German Bundeswehr, soldiers are not allowed to use chewing gum while on duty, as it could be seen as unprofessional.
Chewing gum?
Chewing gum.
I'm gonna say not really, but I'll give him a solid maybe on that. It's like having a fucking big fat wad of dip in your mouth, basically.
Yep. Right? Now, I'm almost certain this last regulation.
Oh boy.
I'm certain that this last regulation goes for all militaries, but in the Canadian Armed Forces, soldiers are not allowed to have unnatural hair colors.
That's in ours too.
Yes, it is.
That's in ours too.
That's actually in AR 670-1.
Dude, listen, man. Like the military is not a fucking democracy. Like our society is a fucking democracy. The military is fucking not. Okay, do not go into the fucking military thinking it's a fucking democracy and you have a fucking say. Okay, the only way you're gonna have a say is if you stay in for like fucking 30 years and you start helping some of the fucking old heads fucking rewrite the books. That's it. If you join the military for fucking 3 or 4 years and you do like one contract and get out, fucking more power to you. We're gonna fucking salute you. You got DD214, but do not fucking don't think you're gonna fucking change a fucking thing.
That's right.
Like the Army, the Marines, Air Force, Navy, fucking goddamn Coasties, the fucking Space Force, they're gonna keep rolling along. Okay, without you. They were there before you, and they're gonna still be there when you're gone. Just like it happened to all of us.
Yep.
Like fucking, you will not change shit if you're in there for one or two contracts.
That's
so
right.
Don't expect to.
And now for our news story. Guys, I'm sorry that I'm flying through this. I'm having a lot of issues.
John, you sound like you just fucking took a fucking giant bump of meth, dude. Like, what the fuck is?
I have a parade that I have to go to.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
I just.
Let's fucking do it. Let's do it, John.
So okay,
hold on,
real quick.
Do you want me to go fucking get some meth and fucking bump it off the fucking like? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm a cocaine guy, but yeah. So for those of you that play Tarkov, it has publicly shamed 6,700 players by putting their names all over the place. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. This is the list of banned players from Tarkov. 6,700 players.
Publicly shamed.
All here.
I can dig it.
I am completely in agreement with this. I feel like every major video game franchise should take note and do some shit like this when they ban somebody for cheating.
Guys, this is just list 1.
How many are there?
I don't know. But this is a big step. I wish Call of Duty would do this. You know, their only thing is, oh, we have Ricochet. It works. It doesn't fucking work. No one plays Call of Duty anymore. Do you play Call of Duty?
One of my best.
I don't even have it installed anymore.
Dude, one of my best friends. We were just talking last night. We had a good long conversation. One of my best friends I grew up with in Arizona. He said he fucking got rid of it, and I was like, wait, what? Like I had to I double take because I was like, because for him to like get rid of Call of Duty is like unheard of, and I'm like, you got rid of it, and he's like,
truly
yeah.
One of this year. It has gotten so bad,
catastrophic collapse, and the mechanics were better. They actually improved it for fucking once in history, and like they still catastrophically failed. Fail, dude. Like unbelievable. Like Call of Duty's fucking like, you know, demise, dude, has been long in the coming. But oh my god, did I not see it fucking happening this year? But it just happened. Like nobody gives a fuck about Call of Duty anymore. Like that's what happens when you let cheaters in. That's what fucking happens. So go ahead, John.
I'm happy they did it.
Dude, like if on Xbox you don't even have the option to not play cross-platform. So like the big thing with Call of Duty is it's the PC players. The PC players fucking ruined it for fucking everybody.
Yeah.
It's not all PC players. Don't go there.
It's pretty much the PC players. And fucking so like on PlayStation you can fucking turn off cross-platform play. It's not going to get rid of all cheaters, but by God, you just got rid of fucking 99% of them. Okay, because if you know how to fucking hack a PlayStation and fucking cheat on a PlayStation, fucking you have my sword, sir or ma'am. Okay, fucking it's mainly the PC players, and that was my buddy's big beef. Was like he's like the game it's unplayable because people are cheating. It's fucking unplayable, and so like and they let him in. So like I love that you showed that the other game was publicly outing and shaming their cheaters, because freaking Call of Duty probably should have taken a fucking page out of their book, because like that game just fucking collapsed. Nobody is playing Call of Duty anymore. It's basically cheater versus cheater now with aimbots, and it fucking sucks.
It has gotten like that.
Don't play it. I'm telling you guys. We've been telling you for months. Don't waste your fucking money on Call of Duty, guys. Don't waste your fucking money on Call of Duty.
Yep.
It's cheater versus cheater.
And now with that, we will meet. Let's meet on Tuesday
Oh, what are we gonna do on Tuesday, John?
We're gonna play some Cards Against online. I'll put some more information on the Facebook. What is the final thought today?
Well, oh yeah. Let me warm up a little bit so we can get serious. All right. So this week, I think this week I would like to focus on building and like mending bridges. And a lot of times, as veterans, we push people away. Other people push us away. It's a normal human interaction, you know, when we get angry or upset with ourselves or too full of our own emotions. I want to encourage everybody to bring people in, speak softer, try not to inflect your voice as much if possible. Remember that people are out there for you. Okay. So if you're just in a moment and you don't know why you're so angry or why everybody seems to be pissing you off and you just can't seem to get a handle on things, okay, there are numbers out there. There are people out there waiting to talk to you. Okay. You can dial 988. You can text star 988. You can call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-82-TALK. Excuse me, 1-800-273-TALK. This is it's a real thing. And me and John have had some dark conversations about how many funerals we average a year. Okay. And the majority of them nowadays are from suicide. And unfortunately, being a little bit older, the vast majority are all younger than me. And I don't like that. And it bothers me every time. And I'm in the month. This month is going to be 20 years since I lost my best friend. My best friend did not die from suicide, but I lost him all the same. And this month is going to be 20 years since he passed away. And I've been thinking a lot, and a lot has happened in 20 years, but a lot has happened in 20 years because I've been here. And I want to encourage everybody out there to remember, you know, the only secret to life is living to see another day. You never know what you're missing, and you never know what you could possibly be missing out on if we choose to depart this realm early. All right. There are people who want to fight for you. We were taught to never quit. Okay. If you are having extreme emotional issues, get and seek help immediately. Do not be afraid to seek help. I cannot stress that enough. It is okay to ask for help. Don't be too proud. We want you here. We need you here. We need you here. Okay? So your next hit time is approximately 168 hours from now. Next Sunday, we're going to meet here again for church, and we're going to do it again in 7 days. And that's exactly why we go live, and that's exactly why we do this at least once a week, every week. We love you guys. We miss you guys. We can't wait to hear your guys' voices. We can't wait to play with you online again. We can't wait to see you. So get your ass up, get off the couch, go take a walk, go drive around the corner and get a freaking soda, okay? Enjoy some March Madness this week. We love you, and we will see you soon. Joe, John, I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. I look forward to playing. Would you say Cards Against Online? Is that Cards Against Humanity?
Cards Against Humanity. So if you're
here,
here,
we're gonna play it online.
Yes, we are. It's free, no download. We're gonna see you guys Tuesday night. There'll be details. There'll be details today. I will be put them up on Facebook and on the Discord. So
it's the church of DD214, man.
Yep.
Come get.
In the meantime,
come get cleansed in the waters.
Yeah.
The waters.
And in the meantime, we may even do a midweek episode too.
I think you know what? It's not a bad idea. Yeah. It's not a bad idea, John.
Squillini, since you're the man right now, you're the one that has to press it. But thank you.
I don't have the option to end it.
Uh-oh. Well, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. How do we go to the credits? Just go to. Can you get to the credits?
Well, let's just say goodbye here. We'll say goodbye here. And then I don't know what to do from here.
If we all exit, it'll end. So
I hope. Wait. Yeah.
I love you guys.
Wait, you don't have the end. I can't believe this is happening right now. You don't have an end stream option.
It doesn't give the co-host options to start it or end it.
This is just evidence for fucking Melon, dude. Like when we fucking talked to him this week. This is just fucking evidence, dude. We're fucking live.
Oh wait.
I see you.
He's back.
I'm back.
Do you have your powers?
Yep, and I'm gonna end it right now. Thank you all for coming by.
Love you.
See you guys next week.
Watch
out for updates and all that stuff. Never trust a man with a mustache. Nothing good happens after midnight. Yada yada yada. Have a good one.
Stay out of Independence, Missouri, dude. Like, just don't come here, dude. Like, trust me. Not after dark.
And fuck Boston.